Well, hello, hello. I just received this box, and in there is a product that I'm gonna try. I've been seeing it advertised and promoted on Instagram a lot. It's called Makiage, okay? So they put this in there as a free gift. I did not request it, I asked not. It's a waterproof liquid, a black eyeliner. I am obsessed with this liner. It is waterproof, long-lasting, easy to apply. This is so flexible. It will give you thin, it will give you thick. I am obsessed. Makiage. And then in here is their foundation. Now, they matched me according to the questions I answered out, and I've been seeing how many people say, oh yeah, they match. Well, I opened this and I looked. I do not think this is my color. So we will see. I'm actually going to put it, so it's got a really nice package. For the price, it actually costs twice as much as what our matte wear, Time Wise matte wear, with all of the vitamins and fantastic ingredients in here. It costs twice as much, literally, but we're gonna see what it looks like. I'm gonna put a little bit on one side because I've already spot checked mine. I know the color is not going to match, but we'll see how it applies. So it is a very nice package. Okay, I'm not saying that, but I don't need to pay for a package. I want to pay for a good product. So here's the instructions on what we do. It says over 75% of women get foundation wrong. Obviously, that's why I do my job, right? So I can color match someone, let them try it. It's 100% money back guarantee. They don't like it, let's switch it out and get your other color. Sometimes people like a specific color because of the way it looks on them. It doesn't necessarily mean it matches. And when that happens, I, as a consultant, have to talk to them about the color, but it is at the end their final choice. Okay, so here's their 1 through 6. I'm gonna apply 2 pumps to my entire face, jaw, and neckline. We're gonna blend it with a brush or a sponge, but not by hand, which is typical for every foundation, truthfully. Wait 5 minutes for the foundation to set before checking the shades. So we're gonna do that. And then don't match it to your neck or your wrist because they're gonna be a different tone than your face, obviously. And then finish your face with a concealer, blush, and bronzer. Wear for a full week to determine if it's perfect for you. Now, what I do know about this product is that you get to try it for 7 days and then return it. If I try it for a full week, by then they're going to charge my card, and I want to see if this color is actually going to, but I can tell by actually looking at it that it's not. I've already put on all my moisturizers and my face prep. I did my foundation primer, and so now I'm gonna do just what they say. 2 pumps to my entire face. So I'm gonna pump them on, 2 of them. It's all over, oh my gosh. And that is the shade. So I'm just letting you know, this is not the shade that I would put on my face normally. Keep this off my hairline. This is so much. Definitely do not need 2 pumps. You see me when I do mine. Oh my gosh, what do I do with that? Hold on. Okay. Yuck. That's sad. 2 pumps for me is way too much. So it's very runny, right? It is very runny. Now, let's look at my color that I know. So this is the color that I wear. We're gonna put this next to it. You see the tone? Can you see that? Can you see the difference between that? Let's do a little stripe test. Look at that. See how orange it's going to be? It's gonna be way too orange, but we're gonna put it on. Now we're gonna wait 5 minutes. All right, let's wipe it off my finger. I think I need to use a totally clean brush. We'll see how this goes. I'm actually going to put this on my YouTube channel, the 2 of these together. I know they show you like taking it with their little fancy brush, and I'm gonna have to go on my eyes. I hope this is good on my eyelids. I don't normally do this on my eyelids. Ugh, I'm very careful when it comes to other makeup because I don't need to have problems. What I should have did was did one on one side and one on the other. So here's what I can see, all right? It says don't match it on my neck, but in order for this not to give me an orange line, like I have a cousin, I was constantly telling her to blend. It's kind of creamy, almost like it's not dried, and our matte wear dries. Apparently I didn't get it all mixed in really nice. Yeah, this is not my color at all. It makes me look very orange, very, very orange. I will be back. I'm going to wash my face. So I took that off. I will not keep that. That color is just absolutely not a color for me. That color is probably for someone with more olive skin because it would look more normal on them. It is not for my color. And I answered their questions knowing what I know about matching foundations and stuff, and I literally told them everything, right? So they made that choice. So I wonder how many people, how many women choose that and then get not a good color. We'll see. But that was my experience with it. Other people might not be so particular, but I think a lot of women, they want the protection when they get with wearing a foundation, or the evenness, like it gets you more even. Now, if you notice, my spots over here, my areas showed up a lot. Like I could see them drastically. Now, I don't need to put foundation on them when I use my matte wear. And I think that's because I have the right color with our special formula that the matte wear has in it. And I can get really technical for you in the bio. But the special formula that it has that gives it that change, that match to your skin, is because of the ingredients it has in there. Everybody's DNA is different. The foundation picks that up, and then you give it 2 to 3 minutes and it will change really well and looks great under it. So I'm doing it exactly the same way that I did now my foundation. This is just how I do mine, right? And I already know how much it will do. Now ours is not running like that. That stuff was running off my fingers. So definitely I did not need 2 pumps. And I will go up under my eye, but I don't go on my lids, not with the foundation. I know that people will do that, but you're supposed to keep creams for your eyes, specifically for your eyes, on there. I know you can do concealers. I know our matte wear is okay to put on there, but remember it has sunscreen in it, and some people might have a little tendency to have a little bit of sensitivity to sunscreen. And if you don't know if you have sensitivity, you don't want to try doing it this way and then find out later. So let me just give that a few minutes to do its thing. They wanted to sell me a lot of other stuff. When I did the choices, they wanted to sell me a bunch of things, and I said, no. You guys offered to have me try this, so I am gonna try it. I don't know how their waterproof black mascara is. I'll try that in a different thing. I actually just want to do the foundation. One of my favorite things is to use my sponge, and the reason I do that is because it just smooths some of my fine lines and wrinkles. It smooths that out a little bit. See the difference? Can you see that right there? You hardly even see that. Now, if I cover that with a concealer and then do it, it will totally hide that, as well as these areas here. I can also do it with our silky setting powder. I can just put a little bit of that on there and it takes it right away. As far as how it looks, it's very natural to my skin tone, if you notice that, right? So there's a whole difference. Now granted, maybe they get me a different color, it might match better, but honestly, sorry ladies, that, if I remember that price on it, was like 40 some dollars, $46, $48, plus it would have been shipping and it would have had tax on it. Ours is 25, yes, 25. I deliver, you pay tax, okay? So there you go. That is my take on that. I'm going to put it up and post it. Look for it probably by maybe Sunday or next week, Monday. Yeah, I had a person that was asking me about that. I'd seen it, but I hadn't, you know, like I don't buy a lot of other brands just because I'm kind of set in my ways with it. I know how the products work. I like how they work. And if it doesn't work, I can change that, right? Otherwise, I end up with all this stuff like these things too. Remember, I did these. I've got a bunch of these sitting here that I don't use, right? So now what do I do with them? So there we go. I've got those. I've got another one somewhere. It's got a little one. There it is, way over there when I first tried this. So, all right, I'm gonna finish getting my stuff on and we will be on our way today. I love the cream blush and the cream. So here's the other thing. Look at my neck. Right from my neck here to my jawline. See, it blends very well. It looks very good. Doesn't look like I had this orange line. What it reminds me of is a pumpkin, right? When you touch a pumpkin is very, very orange, correct? So if you're standing next to a pumpkin, what's it doing, right? It's like orange. If you noticed, I did not put on eye primer. I always put eye primer. And the reason for that is because if I'm going to help my husband, which just reminded me I'm going to today, so I need to change my shirt. He's going to have me climb behind a furnace. I have to climb behind a furnace and get something for him, do something for him. Yes. All right, I think we're going to go with Gold Status because it's a very pretty color. And you'll see me, I can do very quick, very fast. I can make it look really elegant, or I can just get it out the door, right? And last but not least, I think I'm gonna go with the Rustic. I love Rustic. Rustic is a very pretty color. It has golds, browns, and it has a little bit of green in it. Think of it as being like an outdoor meadow. It has a couple different colors and such. It's very blendable. It's a very friendly, usable color. See, when I have eye primer on, my eyelids stay together a little better. But I'm not gonna worry about that today. Prime those lashes. So I don't know about you. I love to have a good look and a nice finish, but I don't want to have a different color. And I want my areas to be even. And I wasn't getting that with this makeup. So I thought it was very runny. Too runny, put on my face and stay there. So let's talk about this. So this is the after with our matte wear, Time Wise Repair. Many nutrients and vitamins in it. Very good for your skin. Non-comedogenic and healthy. This is the matte finish, so it's going to give you a nice matte finish. The before was by this company here, which is Makiage, whatever that means. And it was in this bottle here. And what I found was, yes, it's a very pretty box and everything like that. However, it did not match my color. Now I've got to deal with returning it and all of that kind of stuff. So we're going to see what that process is. I'm going to go ahead and go through that process, and then I will let you know what it takes. So really what it is personal customer service, knowing your customer, knowing and listening to what she wants, what she likes. Yes, sometimes things online are easier because you don't have to mess with those people, but it's my job to ask those questions to better service you with all of your skincare and color makeup needs. So this is Kim Brown. We'll see you soon.